In this video, I wanted to talk about Bay Park in San Diego and why it's one of the best little neighborhoods in San Diego to live. So stay tuned. Alright, what's up everybody? In this video, I wanted to talk about Bay Park in San Diego and why it's one of the best little neighborhoods in San Diego to live. But real quick, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm getting tons of calls, emails, and texts, and I absolutely love it. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your real estate goals, I will 100% make it happen. And if you want to learn everything about living, eating, sleeping, playing, everything about San Diego, then go ahead and click subscribe and make sure to tap that little bell. That way you're notified every single time I upload a video just like this. All right, so for the most part, Bay Park is a funny little neighborhood. Most San Diegans know where it is. We pass it almost every day on the freeway, but when you really get down to it, most people don't know a heck of a lot about the neighborhood of Bay Park. Specifically, we're talking about this part of San Diego, kind of right about here. You're going to be right next to the freeways. This is going to be the 8 down here. This is going to be the 5 freeways, so major freeways. And you're also, look how close you are to Mission Bay and of course the Pacific Ocean. It's a pretty fantastic place to live. Actually, there are some hills in Bay Park, so as you go to the top of some of the hills, you literally have some of the best views in the entire San Diego. Or I should say some of the best water or ocean views. It literally blows my mind sometimes that more people don't talk about this community. It literally has some or most of the amenities that most people look for in a great neighborhood. It's extremely walkable. It's got not one but 2 restaurant rows. It's gonna have shops, salons, it's gonna have bars. It has everything you could be looking for in a small community or neighborhood. It's also, the location is fantastic. I mean, you're right by the water. You're also going to be close to the major transportation hubs. So you can, as I showed you before on the map, you're right next to the freeways. So you can hop on and off the freeways, which gets you anywhere in San Diego within 15 to 20 minutes. But you're also located right by the train stations, which is going to serve the coaster, or Amtrak, and you're also right next to the trolley stop. So it's a fantastic place to live as far as transportation. And not only transportation, there's gonna be several schools in the area, so the schools are decent. As far as the size of the area, you're gonna find that Bay Park is a very small area for the most part, so that's what makes it so walkable. There are gonna be some hills in the neighborhood, so depending on where you're going, for the most part, you'll be able to walk, but like I said, depending where you're going, you might need to hop in your car at times. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the lifestyle in Bay Park. So, like I mentioned before, one of my favorite things about the neighborhood is the fact that it's very walkable. There are a few hills in the neighborhood. It's a small area, but there are going to be a few hills. That's where you're going to capture those amazing views at the top of those hills. But for the most part, it's very walkable. Although, depending where you're going, sometimes you will need to hop in a car at times. If you're headed down to, let's say, the restaurant row or the shops or the bars, they tend to be located on the west side of the neighborhood, so a little bit closer to the freeway. So some of my favorite places are going to be, for Mexican food, it's going to be Tio Leo's. If you want to sit down and have like a meal, if you're looking for more of like a takeout type of option or like a drive-through, one of my favorite places to grab a breakfast burrito or California burrito would be Santana's, located right down on Morena. Looking for a great mechanic in the area, head to Morena Automotive and tell Brian that Wes sent you. They're fantastic for car repairs. You're also going to have Coronado Brewing Company, which is pretty much at this point known throughout the country, maybe even outside the country as far as breweries go. Sardina's is amazing if you're looking for Italian food. It's been around since I think the 50s. So location-wise, you're also going to be real close to Mission Bay, so it's real easy to just hop over there, enjoy the water-based activities. There's going to be everything from boating to water skiing. Go a little farther, you can be on the beach in the sand. You're also to the east, you're going to have Tecolote golf course, so if golf's your thing, you can play golf. It's a decent course. I play there sometimes. It's definitely on my list of 5 or 6 places that I go to play golf when I play golf. If you're looking for karaoke, which I've been known to do from time to time, you can head up Claremont Drive and hit up Champs. They're awesome for karaoke. Housing options in Bay Park, for the most part, are going to be suburban type of housing. And when I say suburban, for the most part, detached homes. There are some townhomes and condominiums spread throughout, but for the most part, it's going to be detached homes. And you can see right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up on my phone. If you're looking for a good housing or an app to search for homes, this one's pretty good. I use it, it's HomeSnap. But as I look around in the neighborhood, you can see that, it's definitely got the $1 million price points there's in below. So it just really depends on the size of the home, where you're situated in Bay Park, and then of course things like view makes a big difference. The age of the home, the condition of the home, has it been renovated? Is it the original home? But you can see here's a couple other homes that currently for sale to give you an idea what it looks like. And down here, here's going to be a condominium in the area, so big price difference. So depending where you're at, what you want to spend, you definitely have options. All right, so that's a little bit about Bay Park in San Diego. So if you're looking for a neighborhood, looking for a new neighborhood, moving to, within, anything like that, I highly suggest giving Bay Park a chance and a look. When you really get into it, it's really surprising how much this small little neighborhood has. I mean, it really has everything. You don't really need to leave the neighborhood if you really didn't need to. It's gonna have, as I mentioned before and showed you, the restaurants, bars, shops, and all that good stuff. But it's also got a lot of things that attracts a lot of people to the neighborhood. So if you think about it, if you've been living in San Diego, you might have been there already. You might have gone to buy furniture. It used to have Furniture Row. There's still some big furniture outlets there, but there's Sears outlets for appliances in the area. There's surfboard shops. I mean, it's got everything. It's definitely a nice neighborhood and worth checking out. And once again, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm getting tons of emails, calls, and texts, and I absolutely love it. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your real estate goals, I will 100% make it happen. And see you on the next video.